I'd like to call this March the 15th, 2022 meeting of the Property and Planning Subcommittee to order. We want to welcome everyone here. I'm glad to be back. Thanks for letting me handle this. I'll be the final calendar and everything here. Will we please call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Representative Hodges? Here. Representative Leatherwood? Here. Representative Reedy? Here. Representative Wright? Here. Chairman Moody? Chairman Crawford?
Present.
Chairman Carr?
Present. Thank you.
Chairman Carr, you have a quorum.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate y'all indulgence on this. Anybody on the committee have anything to say before we get started? Personal orders or anything? Seeing none, we will address the first item on the calendar, HB 2274.
Motion on the bill. Second.
By Chairman Williams. You're recognized.
Thank you, Chairman and members. I do have an amendment I think the stakeholders have worked on.
Did you give me the drafting code, please, sir?
Yes, sir. It's 015089.
Second.
Been motion second on the amendment. Any questions to the sponsor on the amendment? Seeing none, are we ready to vote on the amendment? All those in favor of the amendment going on the bill say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Back on the bill as amended. Chairman, you are recognized.
Thank you, Chairman and members. The members probably have never heard of this legislation before. That was a little joke for y'all.
Yeah, we got you though, buddy.
Yeah. So this bill is the byproduct of several years of work between the chairman and a full and subcommittee, as well as the stakeholders regarding property owners' rights as it relates to subdivision regulations in our and platting in our communities. With the wisdom of this committee, chairman and the committee and the stakeholders, a motion was made last year, 2 years actually, to send this bill to summer study or to study at TASER. 2 years ago, they were unable to get to it. Last year, they were able to get to it. TASER, as a member of TASER this year, I was able to serve out the term of the former state rep and our good friend, Mike Carter. And so I had an opportunity to serve on TASER, of which they took up and studied this issue as it relates to right-of-way designation and what not only Tennessee could do, but what other states were doing in an effort to better represent good, sound planning principles, as well as represent property owners' rights as it related to property development. I will say that this bill, in collaboration with the stakeholders that were both for and against the bill last time, we've been able to come up with a solution centered around what other states do regarding a Nolan-Dolan test as it relates to how the process of property development occurs. I will say that this bill started for me with my own property surveyor, who happens to be in the audience. You may not recognize him because he shaved his beard and put on a three-piece suit, but I wanted to recognize him because he was just named, I want to make sure I get this, named the Surveyor of the Year for the Tennessee Association of Professional Surveyors. His name is Charles Wittenberg. In Putnam County, we call him Chuck, but when he got professional in his own business, he's Charles Wittenberg now. But anyways, fantastic land surveyor. Does surveying for me in my construction business. Super guy and a great family. So I want to say congratulations to him. But this bill was studied by TASER. Dr. Lippard came up with some suggestions that are going to be as part of the TASER's report in the summer. And so this bill is as a result of that. And so I wanted to thank the road superintendents for their work and diligence as it relates to communicating about their concerns, as well as property planners. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have regarding the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I really appreciate you two working on this with us, and you come to the conclusion, send it to TASER, and everything is, I think, already worked out now, and it's going to be a great moving on for the property rights of the state of Tennessee, the people, the residents, I mean. Anybody have any questions to the sponsor? Seeing none, we're ready to vote on the bill, on House Bill 2274. All those in favor of House Bill 2274 moving on to full, say aye. 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 All those opposed, no. Bill moves on to full committee.
Thank you, Chairman and members.
Thank you. We go on to item number 2, HB 1837 by Helton is off notice. It takes us down to number, it's off notice, there we go. It goes down to number 3, House Bill 2134 by Beck is off notice. Comes down to House Bill 2001 by Cochran is off notice. House Bill 5 by Representative Towns, you are recognized.
Thank you, thank you. Mr. Chairman, let me put my glasses on.
Yeah, so you can see me.
Is that the real Chairman Carr?
That's me, yeah, I'm
Is
back.
that you?
I'm back, yeah.
I am so glad to see you back. I mean, you look younger.
Oh,
you know?
I am.
Look well rested and younger, man.
Thank you.
We all glad to see you back.
Thank you, appreciate
Okay, we really are, man.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, members, for the second and let's see, which bill is it, sir?
that. Representative Towns, this is House Bill 2749.
49. Yes, sir. Got it.
And it's a caption, so we didn't receive any amendments. Are you just wanting to explain what you were going to do on this?
I am going to. You read my mind. That's exactly what
Okay.
I'm going to do today, sir. And what it is, members, is that if you look around the country, it's just like identity theft. Identity theft is a fast-growing crime. All of us are familiar with identity theft now. And I brought that to the members' attention probably about 15 years ago because I saw it coming. This is another problem, okay? There is a problem with people stealing your houses, your deeds. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that or not. They got commercials on TV, the whole 9 yards. They can switch your deed and you'll never know it. Your house can be paid for, okay? And you can lose your house. And because of the cyber capability today, it's easy. It's very easy. And it's not right, okay, for you or anyone to lose their property that they paid for and work hard for and in the twilight of their life or even just starting out and it's gone. Just switch. So what we were seeking to do is to try to figure out how we could make sure that if someone was switching your deed, that you would know it because they would have to present identification. Now, I've talked with some of the real estate lawyers, and I'm not that, and the people here to draft this is not that either. And what we want to do is we want to talk about this thing a little bit more and see if we can fix it where it won't present as much pain as it may be today and come back with something that's going to be a lot better and strategically go at this particular problem. But it is a problem. It's a real problem. They even sell an insurance to the fact and cover you up to $1 million. It's something we need to look at. And it can happen anywhere in the state. We don't want it to happen in Tennessee. So, Mr. Chairman? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have a question from Chairman Crawford. Chairman
Yes, sir.
Crawford, you're recognized.
Yes, sir.
I really don't have a question, Mr. Chairman, but I do have a statement for Representative Towns. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but last year I passed a bill through the Registers of Deeds Association that if any change is made to any deed, it automatically makes the deed owner aware of it. So we put that in place to protect the state of Tennessee and all Tennesseans last year, basically doing exactly what you was going to try to do. It's already been done.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to look at that. I didn't know that. I forgot that. That's good work. So I'd like to look at that. But either way, I'd like to take it off notice. We're going to get with the lawyers and see. And I'd love to get that bill, that number, sir, and check that out. Thank you for that, too.
Thank you, Representative. Without objection, House Bill 2749 is off notice.
Here again, Mr. Chairman, it's good to see you back. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We move on to item number 6, House Bill 1032 by Thompson is off notice. Move on over to House Bill number 7, 2831 by Thompson is off notice. Move on over to House Bill 1445 by Hicks is off notice. That brings us to the end of the final calendar. That brings us back now to the special calendar. I thought I had a copy of that. I do. Here we go. We have one item on the special calendar today, House Bill 1675 by Representative Subcommittee. Chairman Subcommittee, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
Members, this is the permissive growth bill for Maury County. I know this committee did not see favorably on it. I'm asking you to reconsider your position on this bill, and that's it, Mr. Chairman. Just want to ask to reconsider. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will not be a part of this vote, seeing that I was not here on the last time. So if anybody on the prevailing side would like to make a motion to reconsider this, I'm entertaining a motion. I will state once again, anybody want to entertain a motion to reconsider? Seeing none, thank you, Chairman Speaky, but no reconsideration.
Thank you, Chairman
Thank you.
Committee.
Thank you. We'll return this back to the clerk's desk. Well, this concludes the Property and Planning Subcommittee, as of right now, that was the final calendar. That was also the special calendar. I want to say a special thank you to Chairman Crawford for filling in for me while I was out. I want to thank everybody that took care of everything while I was out. I'm glad to be back. I didn't know I was going to come back and maybe just do this one thing, but there's still more work to do, and I'm just happy to be back. I want to thank our clerks and all of the background people, our attorneys and everything. Appreciate you so much, and there's still more work to do. Does any of the members have anything to say before we are adjourned? If not, I get a motion to adjourn. Call the chair, yep. Get to the call of the chair. Do I hear a motion to call the chair? We are adjourned, subject to the call of the chair.